5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Vegan Steven podcast. Vegan Steven podcast is a parody of a podcast. Vegan Steven is a fictional character. All characters and guests in the show, even though it's based on real people, are entirely fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated poorly. The following program contains coarse language due to its content. It should not be viewed by anyone. So turn it off. If you're still here, though, today we're talking about lads in prison having phones. So, my question is, what we're going to talk about on the podcast today is, how are they getting them in? Like, you can shove a phone up your arsehole, but you only have one arsehole. Where's the charger go? These are the real questions that are on people's minds. So, how it all started was yesterday. I was listening to the old throwback to yesterday's episode. Today's date is the time is 11:38. Good morning and thank you for being with us. I am eternally grateful to you for stopping by as you're getting ready to start your day. It's the morning espresso. It is 11:38, Monday the 4th. That's Monday the 4th, May 2020. It's 11:39 now. Oh jeez. So I was listening away to these old back catalogue of a show, kind of like back in its prime, phone show, Adrian Kennedy or whatever. It was on yesterday. There's plenty of other shows around the world that are similar. They just they get callers from everyday lads, and the different callers end up fighting with each other live on the line and saying all sorts of mad shit to each other. So just better turn the old phone on silent, eh? Better be profesh. So they'd be there. Look at the size of this thing. This thing's not going up your ass. I don't care who you are. It's huge. Sure look. Even they have special designed phones for going up your ass. They're like the size of 2 fingers, but even that's asking too much. Like, who's got time for jamming shit up their asshole? Just, I don't know. I think it's a lot to ask. Anyway, sure, listen. It's one thing. Anyway, so we're gonna have a look at that. What inspired this whole thing was listen to the phone shows, right? So you have people calling in from every walk of life, right? You got rich snobby lads, you got poor lads, you got lads who've got millions of kids, ones with different father, all mad shit. But you often have lads ringing in from prison, and they're always like, "How are you calling in?" And they're like, "I'm calling in my jail cell." And they're like, "What? How do you have a mobile phone in prison? How does this work?" So, jeez, it's just blown my mind. Like, they're just in their I'm just impressed. Fair play to them. Like, I'm just jealous. I can't fucking do it. So your homie, Louis Theroux, had a documentary, and they were talking, but they're in prison, and I was brought up in the strict diet of Louis Theroux. I actually have a picture. I was. Do you know when you move out or whatever? I only had one picture on my wall, and it was just Louis Theroux. That was the only artwork in the whole place, Louis Theroux. And then to freak people out. Do you know when people come over to your gaff and they're like, "Oh, it's a nice place," to freak people out, I had as a joke, this fictional show, I had the 3 dictators, you know, like the nasty ones who like fucking mass genocide and all them, Hitler and the boys. It's fucking Hitler and Stalin and Mao. Anyway, I had them up on the wall with love hearts on them, and every time someone came over, they'd be just like, "Hang on, why does this lad have 3 awful dictators and love hearts? Like, who is this lad?" So That was the only artwork in the place, and it was for comedy purposes. Because I had a picture of Louis Theroux from his younger days. He's just smiling. I don't like that. But anyway, he's kind of a cult hero, documentary lad, BBC. So they were talking about smuggling phones and how they keep them in their jail cell, and one lad keeps it in his pillow and then re-sews it up every time. And like, where do you hide a phone, like? So we'll find out. So yeah, lads will be calling in from prison to these phone shows and just giving out stink and fighting with other people. It still happens today in Ireland, and a show Joe Duffy and is infamous for that kind of stuff. Jeepers. How do prisoners get mobile phones? Jesus, I'm dying to know. Like, where? How do you charge it? How does that work? All right, I'm not having to go with prisoners. Like, I don't know. Oh jeez. Where do prisoners hold mobile phones? Jesus. So yeah, I don't know. It's fucking brilliant in a way, because you actually have lads in prison ringing up, and yeah. On the downside of that, they were saying, why do you have a mobile phone? The only reason you have a mobile phone is if you're organising criminal stuff behind the scenes. Well, that's, I don't know. Whatever. Who knows? This is bvsystems.com. Where do prisoners hide mobile phones? Now, to be honest, I was going to talk about this, or else I was going to talk about... I didn't really want to talk about it because I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. Head's done in with COVID-19. Ladies, do you feel me? Fuck me, like, your head be done in. Oh, but one bit that was fucking gas is apparently the test is horrifically painful, and it feels like your fucking brains are being pulled out from your nose and possible blood. Nah, it's I'd be a bit squeamish at the best of times now. Oh god, someone jabbing stuff up your nose. Jesus. I guess it's grand, but I wouldn't be queuing up for that test anyway. I tell you what. I don't know. Just a selfish thought. Fucking Jesus. The old COVID-19 test. So the test is they jam an old cotton bud up your nose, but they jam it right up there, like right up there. Intrusive. How painful is the COVID-19 test? Oh my god. Coronavirus. Oh jeez. Alright, sure. Who knows? Headache symptom. Alright, they're not telling me. Alright. That's the least of your problems anyway. The test being sore. But I'd say it's probably less painful than an injection. I fucking hate injections, man. I'm one of them lads who dreads the injection a few months in advance. Where do prisoners hide phones? Phones get stashed in ceilings, walls, inside toilets. In prison though. How many times the cell is in common areas, kitchens, libraries, yards, workstations, other places they hide, are inside hollowed out books or legal briefs, says BV Systems. I'm just so impressed. Like, can prisoners use Facebook in jail? Oh my god. Do you get a pillow in jail? Alright, there, Google, you're getting off topic here. What happens if a prisoner is caught with a mobile phone? Ooh, yo. Maximum penalty is a conviction for possession of a mobile phone is 2 years imprisonment, but they're already in prison, or a fine for both. being fined while you're in prison. Possession of a mobile phone in prison is a serious offence. So yeah, I don't know. Listen, I just thought it was, geez, fucking big balls and them calling in to radio shows, like, the fucking balls on them. It's fucking live radio. And they're just like, yeah. And then the radio presenter is just like, hang on, how are you calling us? And it's never something sensible like, I'm the guard or something. It's always just like, have my mobile phone. And they're like, what do you do? How did you get them up? Oh, Jesus. Anyway, sure, listen. I'm just impressed. How do prisoners get mobile phones? Yeah, let's fucking... How do they? Wikipedia. Mobile phones in prison. Brilliant. Ba ba bum ba doo boo boo boo. The only thing that would fucking piss me off about being in prison is not having a piano or something. That would be the main thing. Well, I don't know. That's probably pretty... Oh, sure, listen. Ba 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 ba. Scooby-Doo-Boo. In most prisons, inmates are forbidden from possessing mobile phones due to the ability to communicate with the outside world and other security issues. Mobile phones are one of the most smuggled items in prisons. Into prisons. But how are they getting them? Like, they jam these up their vaginas or what and then pass them out. But how's that lad even get it past the... Oh man, I'm so confused. Like, how do they get it in? Like... Jesus. Anyway, they provide inmates with the ability to make and receive unauthorized phone calls. Woo! Send emails. Text messages. And use social media. Oh, that'd be gas. Snapchat from prison. Oh, that'd be fucking gas. And also fucking impressive to one degree, like, Jesus. And follow news to their case, among other forbidden uses. Reasons cell phones are prohibited. Oh, whoops, keep going. I've been informed of your intentions. Didn't suspect you'd fallen victim to the times or the population. As you delivered a convincing account to the ear, I checked, but your pants were soaking. I thought, find a dumber brand of dildo, you're a tragic user. She left me wasted on the bed. Wasted on the bed. Another form of lover. Come from a lover. She left me wasted on the bed. Wasted on the bed. The best fluid connection doesn't always come from a lover. Chewing gum is breakfast, exercising bad tension. Mustn't accept though she'll lead a cell phone. Gum sharply turns violent with his face in the wall. Guilt trip, I spasm, epilepsy fit. She left me wasted on the bed. On the bed. Wasted on the bed. Self-prescribed prescriptions with forgery symptoms, personality like smooth swing with strobe, light emotions. This is no artistic act, it's born out man I'm dragging. That's a fucking vintage one, man. That's chewing gum. That catalogue, I was fucking terrified I forget the words. I only forgot like 2 of the words, so fucking chuffed with that. Anyway, sure, listen, we'll keep going. Reasons for cell phones are reasons cell phones are prohibited. Did we read that one already? I can't remember. Methods of... Here we go. This is the fucking juicy one, right? The thing about the phone shows, I was talking yesterday, you'd have lads ringing up, being like, oh, cheating my wife and all this stuff. And then you'd have his fucking wife ringing in and be like, you bastard! Like, they'd just ring up and like, who are you? I'm fucking Paul, I live in fucking Finglas and stuff. And then, oh man. Jeremy Kyle, fucking, take a seat, man. Anyway, local radio. Local radio is just fucking gas, no matter where you live. Methods of smuggling. Find out after the break. Oh, that sounds fucking head wrecking. Oh, jeepers. So you're able to get this podcast on iTunes, Spotify. It's Vegan Steven podcast. It's every day. It's highly recommended by myself. So, have I ever led you astray? Have I, as Vegan Steven, ever led you astray? So hit that caress that subscribe button. Also on YouTube every single day. Oh shit. Methods of smuggling. Most mobile phones are smuggled in by ... How would you do it? Have a suspenseful think. Subscribe. Vegan Steven Music on Instagram, Twitter, fucking TikTok views the flip out. Do you ever see those nasty ass prison documentaries where the gentlemen in prison relieve themselves to female staff walking by, and they do this nasty thing where they relieve themselves into their hand and then throw it. Yeah. Jesus. Fucking mental. Semen. That's fucking mental, isn't it? Anyway, apparently TikTok, right? I was looking up how to do it last night, and there was compilation videos of all these late boomers or something. These are lads, I don't know, in their, I don't know, 50s, just telling, just saying awful jokes and like forgetting the joke halfway through, like I do, and just telling like sexist jokes about two blondes and stuff, and they're like the lads who are big on TikTok. It's just gas. Anyway, fucking hell. Methods of smuggling. Oh, get that into you, baby. Most mobile phones. Oh, jeez, bright in here. Most mobile phones are smuggled in by staff. Oh my word, that's fucking plot twist, isn't it? Who often do not have to go through security as rigorous as visitors. I've heard stories about fucking people taking drugs on the job and airports and stuff. It's like, how the fuck do they get how do they get to use these drugs while they're working in the job in the airport? Like, how do they get it past security? It makes no sense. And they're just like, sure, it's grand. Like, you just fucking... How are they getting past these? Anyway. Rumours, eh? Unsubstantiated. Supposedly. Methods of smuggling. Yeah, jeez. Most mobile phones are smuggled in by... Geez, that was a fucking plot twist. I must admit, I've watched countless prison documentaries. They're just fucking... The ingenuity is just fucking brilliant. Security of... Sorry, fucking... Can I blame the small text? Who often do not have to go through security of flipping all that stuff. Security of staff is often less intensive because they would be more time consuming on the feckin' staff of the union employees or paid things, and it would increase the overall cost of operations. More rarely they are smuggled in by visitors. Oh, the plot thickens. Who must undergo thorough security checks by inmates who are permitted to leave, or by outsiders who establish contact with inmates alongside by the fence. Alright, it's an inside job. Once inside prison walls, the devices end up in the hands of inmates who purchase them for cash. How do they have cash in prison? Anyway, which is also contraband in most prisons. Like, fucking hell. Anyway, alright. It's blown my mind. Black market prices vary in prison and can be up to $1,000 for a nice brown phone. Nice fresh smell of poo. They haven't mentioned the phone charges yet. They're just ignoring that. Man, can you imagine having it's one thing having like a phone up your arse, but a phone charger. Oh my god. Those fucking, those European plugs, man. Oh, that'd be fucking painful. Jesus Christ, lad. I don't care what kind of ass you have. That'd be... Anyway. Family friendly show. Family friendly. No, it's over 18s, so don't be listening. Okay, here we go. I'm giving you mixed messages, I'm sorry. Check out all that sweet Vegan Steven merch downstairs. Patreons and all that good stuff. PayPal. Methods of smuggling. $1,000 for a phone. Jeepers. And iPhones are expensive. Uses by prisoners. Grand. Well, mostly just for calling in for radio shows and things. Like, Oh God. Jesus. Right. While some prisoners use their mobile devices simply for harmless communication on the web, others use them illegally and may include gang control. These lads are definitely on fucking Twitter, man. Oh man, it'd be gas to see like inmates fucking Instagram account, wouldn't it? Just like flexing. Oh, I don't know. Prisoners may also use smartphones to gather intelligence on prison staff. Ooh, damn, that is pretty smart, actually, isn't it? Activity. Damn, within the facility. Damn, that is fucking smart. Oh man. Federal prosecutors charged 5 South Carolina prisoners with conning at least 442 staff members out of a total more than $500,000 in November 2018. 2 other South Carolinas. Here, man, I'd be up for that one. How the fuck did they do that one? Jeez, that's fucking impressive. How the fuck did they do that one? Await trial, multiple scams operated using contraband cell phones out of a correctional institution, including one catfishing scam that ended in the suicide of army veteran. Oh, fuck. Damn. Man, that is fucking vicious. An inmate using a legal mobile phone alerted authorities about an officer being held hostage, leading to the officer's rescue. So there you are. That is mental, isn't it? This is just... there's sightings and all that stuff. It's just Wikipedia. Mobile phones in prison. Combating mobile phones in prison. Man, this is fucking mental. Alright. We gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Talking about mobile phones. People are leaving loads of mad shit outside their gaffs. See that? For people walking by, people are leaving like buckets of books outside their gaff. Oh, is it like just I'm being like, here, just fucking take this if you want one. I don't know what to think. Like, it's kind of brilliant. Now, some of you cynics would be going, that's unhygienic. I don't know, books. Some of the old coffin dodgers are not on the internet, so I love saying coffin dodgers because it's just like so offensive or something. It's definitely something. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. Alright. Laws have been passed in various things like that. Yeah, grand. Oh man. Oh, they got some class shit in here. Laws have been passed in various jurisdictions placing penalties on inmates who possess mobile devices, as well as staff who smuggle them in. The staff who smuggle them in, that's mental. Inmate penalties range from loss of privileges to a bit of stuff happens to them. Consideration has been given to using cell phone jammers, jammy dodgers, inside the prison walls to render them ineffective. The practice of jamming cell phone signals is illegal in the United States. Exceptions to this have been considered for prisons, though there is a concern that cell phones could be a guard's lifeline in a crisis, and other rescuers may need to use them for communication. Gotta share those tweets. Ba 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 da bum 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 ba da dum. Ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum bum. What happens if a prisoner is caught with the old mobile phone? The Guardian says more prisoners to get phones in cells in drive to cut violence. What? Is there allowed mobile phones now? Who knows? We'll never know. We'll never know. They're having a big problem around the world with testing. Don't know what it's like in Ireland or wherever, but testing kits just being fucking faulty and shit. So, and not like ineffective. Then others are giving false positives, and the test kits were just fucking, you know yourself. They weren't all working, and there was a lot of finger pointing and all that kind of messing. But the point is, they didn't all work, and so on. So, all I'm trying to say is, to summarise, is that how annoyed would you be getting a big fucking painful fucking Q-tip jammed up your nose, getting your brains felt, drawing blood from your soul, and then going, oh, that didn't work, you have to come back Tuesday, get it done again. It's all fine. Like, it's the same as a blood test or something. It's all fine. I'm just being dramatic, but oh man, I'd be raging. Anyway, here we go. Top stories. The Guardian. Stuff about coronavirus. Egypt escalates press crackdown over pandemic. China issues, this is Express, haven't heard of them. China issues stark warning to Australia over coronavirus investigation. Ooh. So Australia are saying a lot of stuff about China at the moment. Like, yeah, there you are. This is mad. The old Kim Jong-un, turns out he's not dead. He's alive and kicking. There you are. People are having a big hoo-ha about, is he dead, is he alive, is he not, whatever. Spain makes masks compulsory on public transport. You can't really, yeah, it's good and all, but a lot of people can't even buy masks. I don't know, I think they're $3.50 where I am or something, but they also never really have them in stock ish. But if you're smart about it, you'd really, I don't know, who knows. There's varying degrees of ones and all this stuff. Some work, some don't work, and all that. Fucking who knows. You guys know. I don't know. The rules are constantly changing, so I can't keep up. Concerns raised as COVID-19 cases surge among Irish border, says the Guardian. The Guardian keeps going. Known global deaths. More of that. Man. Oh, Jesus. I'm just thinking about all the mad shit that goes on in prison. And I'm trying to just be like, right, we won't talk about it, we'll just move on. But then it's like, oh, Jesus, that's fucking nasty shit, man. Oh, gross. Oh, gross. Best what you call it? Prison films. What have we got? Shawshank Redemption. Yeah. Oh, Midnight Express. That's a fucking class one. From 1978. Escape from Alcatraz. 1978. Green Mile. American History X. That's an amazing film. I didn't know it was a prison film. There you are. And Louis Theroux behind bars. Happy days, happy days. In breaking vegan news, there's usually absolutely no vegan news, by the way, so don't get your hopes up. There's a bookstore is opened and a vegan hotel. Alright, there you are. That's what vegan news has to say. Daily Mail says a vegan brutally attacked his girlfriend. I don't know if she was vegan or not, because she smelt of bacon. So there you are. And back to vegan. I don't know who the fuck fake news are. Anyway, they must be new. Who knows? There's a Leather Star themed boxing glove launched of May. I don't know. There must be an ad or something. I don't know. All the best to them. Alright. So one more little look. Yeah. So vegan thug. Oh god. Alright. Oh, yes. We need to go over the list of gods who sponsor the podcast, because people have been saying, alright, there's 12 of them. Who's the strongest god? Zeus. Well, he's been a long time sponsor of the podcast. Zeus is arguably the most powerful, most famous, of the most interesting of all the gods. There you are. What more do you want? In all the Pantheon's world. What is that word? Pathenios. Jeez. I didn't want like the top. Who is the number one god? Right. Well, the number one god is Brahma, according to Wikipedia. So, who's the number one god? He's the creator of Hinduism, and he is also known as self-born. So he gave birth to himself. That is impressive. The creative aspect of Vishnu, Lord of Speech, and the creator of the 4 Vedas, one form each of his mouth. Jeepers. As everyone knows, Vegan Stephen's mouth is used for one thing and one thing only: preaching the word of the good Lord. But I'm a bit confused to which is the gods. So I was just typing in like best god or something, because I only know like 2 of them. So I thought I better. Oh, Jesus. What is the best god? Number 1 god. Best god. Top 10 gods. That has to make everyone happy, surely. Top 10 gods. And then I'll just thank them and say, well done, lads. And everyone will be happy then, surely. Yeah? Happy days? Agreed? Put it there. Good man. Alright, I'm ready to cure you. Here we go. The best. Here's the best top 10. Alright. So this is basic fact according to top10s.com. Alright. So here we go. Ganesha, that's Ganesha, that's the best one. And it said the greatest god in the world is Shakhanov, and his son god Gashnov. created Jesus and Allah. Well, there you have it. There you are. Alright, he's the best one. I haven't heard of him. New kid on the block, but people like him. When he was young, he had a sort of rivalry against his younger brother, Kashnalav. I'm so confused. Anyway, that's Ganesha. Alright, so there you are. Next, number 2, in second place, Shiva. That's Shiva. Alright. So, he's second place. Silver medal. Here we go. Well, he is a Pathroma. We all know what that is. He is only one who is worshipped by Brahma. Also demons, witchers, Rakshas, and everyone. So, I never heard of Shivra, but he thinks a lot of himself, so fair play to him. He is also the one who created Lord Gashana. Now hang on. Wait a minute now. They're both saying they invented each other. Alright, well, I'll keep going. Jeepers. Who are these lads? That's Ganesha. Alright. This is top10s.com, so don't argue with basic facts. Here we go. He is one who created Lord Gashina. Who created him? No one. He tells the reason Gashina has to enter the world as Shri Shleva Vagandor and help people to save them from the great evil. He is the most powerful god in Hinduism. There you have it. He is the king of all gods. I'm a bit confused because I thought the other guy was the best. I'm very confused now. And then we have my Shiva is the greatest and oldest god who created the world. I'm already lost. Like, which one is the best? Okay, here's number 3. In third place, Allah. Alright, let's find out what his crack is. Alright, not talk about assholes. Here we go. I don't have to tell anyone who is the greatest or who is not. It's about God, and only we don't have the right to judge and God follow by anyone who is important. Things is that you see what would the holy book teaches. This must be like a Google translation, auto translate or something. You, because it's very important. You today, world, things which we are doing is good. I don't think so. It's up to you. All that you all will do. ... Oh, Jesus. Must be fucking high as a kite. High on fucking hash. Whoever that lad was, bless him. Alright, here's the next one. Allah is the king of the world. And Allah create everything in the universe. And he also sponsors the Vegan Steven podcast, so fair play. He is the creator. He is the sustainer. Getting a bit of rhyming going. I like this. And his most love and mercy for his child of all religion. And his mercy for his child of all religion. Alright, fair play to him. Respect. All the other opinions are only nothing. Damn! All the other opinions are only nothing for me, because they are not creator, and I will only worship Allah because Allah tell me what is best for me. So there you have it in black and white. Alright. Then you have Jesus in the house. Now, of all the gods, Jesus is the best one for having the piss ripped out of him, and he doesn't really even give a fuck. Whereas some other gods get a bit like moody when you rip the piss out of them. So all I'm going to say about this Jesus lad is he can take a joke. Fair play to him. Alright, here it goes. Jesus. Alright, here's what Jesus has to say. Jesus is Lord, amen. Okay. Acts 40:020. Be it known unto... Oh, he's just fucking reading off a load of the fucking things. He is my father, my brother, my husband, my lord, my everyone. So, possibly incestuous there. I don't know what they're implying. God was God, is best, and he is only one that's alive for real. He is left us, he sent one only son, Jesus die. So this might be someone sending a death threat to Jesus. I'm not sure what's going on, what they're implying here. On this have brands names, they're not real. God has never died. Oh fuck, what a statement. So he's saying fake news and the whole buried on the cross and all that stuff. Never get aged, never will. Never aged, never will. So this lad hit the age of 30 and stopped aging. JC. This has never died again and never will. Alright, Grant. Vishnu. Now, Vishnu, V-I-S-N-U. Alright, he's number 5. So, fair play to him. Let's see what Vishnu has going on. Vishnu is the god of gods. He is the operator of the universe. So, maybe forget about the other 4, because this lad must be the real one or something. I don't know how this works. Vishnu is the god. That's V-I-S-H-Nu. He is the operator of the universe. He has the answer to all problems. That's fucking grand. This lad sounds like he knows what's going on. He is the most powerful god, and Shiva, along with Shiva and Brahma. That's Brahma. Alright, so he's the most powerful one, but also the other 2 as well. So I think this lad mustn't believe in the other 2. Maybe these lads have beefs going on, or I don't know what's going on with these lads, but so he's in 5th place, Vishnu. Alright, so fair play to him. Vishnu is the god of gods, brilliant. He thinks a lot of himself, fair play to him. Here's the next one. Vishnu is the best ever. So it's kind of just sounding like kind of copy and paste in here, the arguments, but sure, listen. Vishnu is the 2nd most powerful god of history after Shiva. Says, yeah, alright, grand. And only god that Shariva Vishnu, most powerful god in the world. Only one god, that's Shariva Vishnu, the most powerful in the world. So they're a little bit vague on whether he is the best, or if he's in the top 3, or if he's in the top 2. But it's been discussed right here in black and white, top 10s, he's actually number 5. So, sorry about that, lad. Get your broke ass home. Krishna, that's K-R-I-S-H-N-A. Wonderful. So he sponsors the podcast. Thank you very much for that. He is opponent. Brilliant. All powerful. Grand. He's all powerful. So yeah. He is obscent, which means all knowing. So he knows everything. So he knows what you do at night in your bunk when no one's looking. He knows. He's watching you. Some people might call Krishna a pervert. No, he just wants the best for you. I hope. He watches you in the shower while you're washing. He knows what you do in the shower, in those long wet showers. So some people might say pervert. I wouldn't. He's just out for the best of you, and he's all knowing. And he even watches you on the toilet when you're taking a big dump after a curry. He's all seeing. He's all seeing, all knowing. He's also an opti priest, which means everywhere. So he's fucking everywhere. He's Jesus. He must have to hold his nose. Like I say, he's seeing some awful things. Anyway, moving very swiftly on. If anyone would like to know the word for all powerful, that's omnipotent. That's omnipotent, and then all knowing is like omniscient, which is omniscient, omnisentient or something. And then we have everywhere, which means omnipresent. So that's impressive. Just telling you now, that's this lad sounds pretty good. Who gave us Greta? So he also gave us Greta, which is Gita. Best for love. So he's good for love, and he's a great personality. So he's good on the dance floor. He's a good good at romance. He's good with the kids. Cleans up around the house. Brilliant. Then we have Hanuman. Well, it's Hanuman. So he's the 7th best god. So if you believe if this lad's your favourite god, sorry, he's actually only the 7th best. Here we go. He is the literal god of strength. Brilliant. He is immune. So basically everything. Sorry. He is literal god of strength. Okay, so he's very strong. Goes to the gym. He's on steroids. He is immune to basically everything. So he's strong and stuff. Okay, he has all the power. So he has all the power. So I don't know if he's taken some power off the other guys or what's going on. Greatest and powerful god of all time. So that really does contradict the other one. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And then we have bravest of them all. So he's the bravest one of all the gods. But he's still number 7. So here we have Ram. Okay, here's Ram. The 7th incarnation of Lord Vishnu is known as Lord Rama. Lord Rama, the perfect avatar, of a super protector Vishnu, has always been popular among the Hindi delegates. Ram is a symbol of courtesy and virtue, a man of values and morals. And it means perfect man. His name means perfect man. He's a perfect man. He's only 8, but he's a perfect man. So maybe he's not a god. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to offend anyone. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. He's the first god. Ram is first. And also he's a god. Or else god. I'm not sure. So he's 8. Now we have Heshalam. He's number 9. So respect the Hashlam. It's spelled Hashlam, not Hashlem in Hebrew. For the name, Jewish people are very reverent when it comes to talking about God. Okay, Hashlam is actually God. You know that? Question mark. Okay, that's a Hashem. Okay, and then we got Druga. Durga. So this is last place, unfortunately. Last one in the bag. Alright. So, made the power of all gods, Druga. Same as Kali. Gods, there's no goddesses, and then he's kind of just drifting off. So there you are. Thank you to all those lads. I think you're all doing a great job. And thanks for sponsoring the podcast. Then we got... But a lot of people are saying Brahma is the number one god here. So there's... I don't know. Well, thanks to everyone who listens to the podcast anyway. And I appreciate you. I'm a bit confused by the whole gods thing, but I'm sure you guys have the right answer, so I'll leave it up to you. And jeez, there's every different link has a different list of top 10 gods. Like, it's Russia today. If Trump launched nukes, we could stop him. Germany SPD says and stuff. So just a load of lads showing each other's cocks there, saying we might fight you, we might not fight you. Fair play to them. Jeez, bombs are fucking huge, aren't they? Jesus, has a picture of the bombs. Big enough. In Ireland, 648 phones were smuggled into jails in 2016. 648! Despite heightened security measures. Fuck. In 2017, it was announced that American company Circos Technologies had developed and invested more than 40 million in wireless containment stations. There you are. In 2017, jails in Scotland implemented plans to block phones within prisons through network monitoring. Between 2013 and 2017, 1,500 mobiles or component parts were found in Scottish prisons. Sure you are. Man. You'd lose your mind if you're in prison, wouldn't you? Gee, I don't know how the lads stand it. Guess they just have to. Man, shy crack being in prison. Some people feel like they're in prison right now. There's some people who have a small, tiny little, just a room for a gaff, like, and they have to stay in it. Oh, fucking gross, lad. Fucking gross. Only loud out. Anyway, should listen. We're doing the best. We're doing the best. Which religion is the most powerful? I'm going to get myself in trouble, so I better not say. Oh, Jesus. Christianity, 2.4 billion. Oh, Jesus. Islam, 1.8 billion. Hinduism, 1.2 billion. Buddhism, not even a billy, half a billy. So, Buddhism, get out. So, the big players are Hinduism, brilliant. So, that's India. And Christianity and Islam is jeez, I didn't know about it. Shows what I know anyway. Judaism is 0.2. Other religions 4.6. Folk religions. What the fuck is folk religions? Alright. Depends on the religion worldwide. So that's just whatever's the local, whatever's going. But there you are. Christianity 2.4, Islam 1.8, Hinduism 1.2, Buddhism 0.5. That's something else, isn't it? Then I just found I fucked all the other ones in. 0.4 folk religions. Whatever's local. That's mad. Humans love religion, don't they? The world's principal religions and spiritual traditions may be classified into a small number of major groups. This theory began in the 18th century with the goal of reorganizing the relative levels of civil societies, which many modern cultures would have considered offensive. Jeez, there. So I don't know if you're Alright, that's it. Anyway, thanks very much for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your day. This has been the Morning Espresso. Keep the head up, stay focused, and it's gonna be great. Toodle-doo. What's that fucking thing Carol Baskin says? Hello, cats and kittens, or something. Anyway, fair play to her. All the best. Good luck. Subscribe.